Time to give out some ball peanuts. That's right. The award goes out to the Buster of the Week in sports and entertainment and beyond once again. And let me run through your nominees once again for the Ball Peanuts Award before we give it out. Your nominees are John Bones Jones, who got pulled from the UFC 200 event because of a suspect drug test. O.J. Mayo. Well, we really had some staunch competition this week. O.J. Mayo kicked out of the NBA for 2 years for failing a drug test. Word on the street is he's going to lose or will be losing about $60 million in cash. That's just unbelievable, man. Maybe we should give all of these cats their own individual Ball Peanuts Award this week because it's very, very tough competition. Azalea Banks, rapper, all militant on one hand, but then now she's trying to, bleach her skin to look white, I guess. T-Dub the Stewie, and this is very disappointing, man. This is very disappointing, but I do the will of the people, of the Stewies. It says T-Dub the Stewie. Let me give you the exact quote as far as the reasoning for him being nominated. T-Dub the Stewie, disrespectful at times to the fellow Stewies, and most importantly, the host of TDSS. I get it. And who else we got here? Grego the Stewie, just for doing Grego stuff, just an habitual line stepper. And then lastly, man, on the nominations was Wendy Williams for some very, as I put earlier, some very, very ignorant statements about HBCUs, Jesse Williams, the NAACP. That's another thing about the NAACP she mentioned. Basically, whenever, someone wants to try to hate on black causes, they always say, so what if white people would have had an organization just for white people? Well, white people do have an organization just for white people. It's called the KKK, as well as many, many other organizations in this country. But the NAACP stands for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Not just black people, but colored people. Brown, yellow, green, polka dot. And there are also white members. I also saw, what's his name, the guy on BET. I can't remember his name. Roland Martin, I think his name is. He made mention of the fact that there was a white person that helped organize and set up the NAACP. So you ignorant, first of all, even say some dumbass, coonish type stuff like that, and then you don't even do your homework. I mean, just ignorant. So, without further ado, this week's Ball Peanuts Award winner is, with an overwhelming 57% of the vote, 51% of the vote, Wendy Williams. Dumbass heifer. Why would you, even if you really felt like that, why would you say something like that? Why would you, as far as I remember, she's still black, right? Why would you, on a grand, large scale, on a nationally televised TV show, just throw your people under the bus with no merit at all? Why would you do that? Seriously? You done got that big, your show is that popular, you got that good of ratings that you just in one fell swoop going to throw Jesse Williams, the guy that gave a phenomenal speech about race relations and the difficulties that we face in this country over the last couple of years. You're going to throw him under the bus, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and you're going to throw under the bus HBCUs? Man, we might have to put her name on the damn trophy. We might have to put her name on the trophy. And I said we wouldn't do that. We put Stacey Dash's name on the damn trophy and Jason Whitlock's name on the trophy. And I said we wouldn't do that. I don't want them bringing down my damn trophy, even though it is a negative trophy. But we might, just for a week, have to put Wendy Williams' dumbass on the Ball Peanuts Award. Wow. Loose neck #1 Mavs fan Cy says Wendy Williams' parents are both HBCU grads. Really, bruh? Wow. Wow. I mean, it's very disappointing. Just very disappointing, man. And you just wonder what's going on in the minds of people like Wendy Williams and Stacey Dash to do something like that, to say something like that. You got to be smarter than that. Not only do you have to be smarter than that, why do you not feel, differently than those statements that you make? I mean, like, it's almost unbelievable to hear what she had to say, man. Like, really? 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 And also I read an article, and you're listening to it's crazy. I also read an article that mentioned the fact that Wendy, and maybe Roland Martin mentioned this in a little video that I saw on social media as well. Wendy Williams has been on the cover of like Jet Magazine, Essence Magazine, Ebony. She's been on all types of black magazines. But yet, she throwing shade on Black America. She must have bumped her damn head, man. Y'all know we interviewed Wendy Williams in studio, actually, with the 2 Live Stews. This was probably, this was very early. This was probably 2004, and she had some type of event going on in Atlanta, and somehow our producer booked her to come in studio, so she came in studio, and I didn't really know anything about her. I had never really heard of her at that point. I'm thinking it's like 2003, 2004. So did a little reading on her, found out what she did, and she came in, and the first thing she says to us is, we got to the conversation. Maybe they told her, where you guys from? And we were like, we're from a little small town called Monk's Corner. And then she went on to talk about how, and I had no idea about none of this, she went on to talk about how her producer was a guy from our hometown, Charlemagne the God. Once again, I didn't know Charlemagne really. He's much younger than me. Obviously, I know him now because he's doing big-ass things in New York City on radio, syndicated radio. But she started talking about that, and she was cool. She was cool. One thing I did notice is that she was wearing size 14s. Yes, sir. Yeah, I noticed her damn big-ass feet. And I also noticed that she had something that kind of protruded from her throat that resembled an Adam's apple. Yeah. But, I mean, other than that, big-ass feet and Adam's apple, I mean, she was cool. But I guess, man, when you get to a certain status, man, and you feel like that you good and you don't have to, concern yourselves with, with the social plight of a people, you just say anything the hell you want, I guess. All right. I hear you, Wendy Williams. I hear you. You done for me. I mean, I never really watch your damn show, but I'm going to make sure I don't watch your damn show now. If I'm flicking the channel, we're going to fly past your damn show quicker than ever. And you're this week's Bald Penis Award winner. Yeah. All right, when we get back from the break, we will get into, and damn, I forgot, we're a little bit early. We're early again. I tell you what, we're going to do an extra long segment for the last segment. We're going to get into this football stuff, and I'm going to read chat. We'll have an extra long break, like 6 minutes extra, so we'll have time to do all of that and get you out of here and get you prepared for Sports Done Right with Vince and Reg. Or the Sports and More Show. That's right, today is Sports and More, Vince and Reg. So stay tuned. The Doug Stewart Show, back in 3 minutes. What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BV Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bvmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bvmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is Doug Stewart from the 2 Live Stews here to tell you about the team at Strickland Security. Let's face it, the metro Atlanta area is a great place to live, but like most major cities, it has a crime problem. There's nothing more important than ensuring the safety of your family and your home. And for business owners, protecting your business is critical because it's your livelihood. Strickland Security can satisfy all of your security needs. The staff at Strickland Security has a combined 55 years of experience in the business of protecting people and property, from alarm systems to uniformed security guards and everything in between. Strickland Security has an affordable solution for you. To see a list of all their security services, visit their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075. That's 800-422-9075. Again, that's stricklandsecurity.com.
6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, take it from your own.
Am I on? Am I on? Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Fantastic, freaky, funny football Friday. Man, I really appreciate you joining, boy. Do me a favor, man, and tell at least one person this week about the Doug Stewart Show, man. I really would appreciate it. We won't be here next week, but you can tell them to download the app. You can grab your phone or their phone and download the app for them and get them ready for the Doug Stewart Show when we get back, the week after next. All right, so make sure you do that. We also do a lot of other big things around here, man. As far as advertising, we can promote you on our social media. We can play your music on this show if you're an artist. We also host or speak at your event, me or my brother Ryan Stewart. We do voiceovers. The big thing we're doing, though, is broadcasting other shows. Speaking of which, the Sports and More Show with Vince and Reg coming up next here at 12 noon. So if you got a great podcast but you don't have a lot of listeners, we can help you get listeners. We can network and help promote and boost each other's shows. We got like 13 shows, I think, on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. So we're doing it around here, man. We are really, really going for it. So if you got a great podcast or a show, man, email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com and say you want to be part of SME, and we'll tell you what we need to do to make it happen, all right? Man, it's looking like the Chick-fil-A Bowl, the kickoff game between Georgia and North Carolina, man, is going to be big this year, man. It's going to be huge. Right now, they're saying that the ticket sales for this thing are just out of control. It's going to be one of the biggest kickoff classics ever at the Georgia Dome this year. Peach Bowl president and CEO Gary Stoker said, and there are a lot of great kickoff games this year. It's going to be one of the tougher tickets to buy. So if you want to go to the Chick-fil-A Bowl this year, pitting North Carolina versus Georgia, man, you need to get your tickets right now. That's word on the street about the Georgia Bulldogs. Also, SEC Media Days is right around the corner. I mentioned it earlier, man. SEC Media Days is next week. Each team has to send 3 representatives for SEC Media Days. And here are the guys that are going for the Georgia Bulldogs. Brandon Kublano, set to be a third-year starter on Georgia's offensive line. Junior tight end Jeb Blazevich, who also started the better part of the last 2 seasons, and safety Dominic Sanders, will be your representatives for the SEC Media Days. And what they do is they try to get guys that are pretty comfortable behind the camera and behind the microphone